for the victory lap though. Whoa, whoa. They ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I stress overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands and stormy shore seasons in the year, yeah. Ain't no challenge for champions and chain no fear. Yup, the champ is here, switch gears. We keeping haters in the rear.
Man, that thing was playing. I was over here doing, what was y'all doing? I was hitting some, took me back to the old school when I used to pop and lock and be able to win those contests and be able to get me some lunch money. Jay Talks. Y'all need to be putting the video up of y'all's best dance move. You know, when I got that video going in the beginning where we shaking and breaking and cornflake making, what y'all know about that? Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? Jay Talks, where we talk all things confidence. We just get down to the nitty gritty. We have fun. And I'm going to crank up the fun on this show, by the way. We're going to turn it up to another level as we start to expand and we start to grow. I'm turning up the fun. How many of y'all would love for me to turn up the fun? Put in the comments if you would love to have the fun. Turn it up. That's what's going to happen. So I'm excited to be here with you. Jay Talks again. We've been hitting these episodes weekly. Took a little pause last week to catch our breath because we're putting out so many phenomenal products. Now, y'all saw what's going on, or you're seeing what's happening. You see all the products. And I told you about a month ago. I told you a month ago that this is going to be an absolute avalanche onslaught of product services that's going to take the entire personal growth market by storm. And I want you to come along for the ride. So here's what's going to happen. I want some interaction. I want your questions. So as I'm talking, you're going to have questions. I guarantee it. So no one that's listening should not pose at least one question as I go into this subject, because I'm going to hit the subject, I'm coming out of the subject, and then we're going to interact. You ready? So the subject is selfishness, okay, when it comes to confidence and personal growth. Now, this is the issue. I was talking to someone earlier today, and they were talking about self-appreciation, right? And how I felt about it. And this is how I feel about it. I believe that most people unconsciously and consciously, they feel a little guilty about the selfish subject. Let me explain what I mean. See, most people feel like, I don't want to be selfish, but most people think they are selfish. Now, tell me if you fall into that category. You don't want to be selfish, but at times you find yourself being what you think is being selfish. Come on, talk to me now. I want it turned up on this Jay Talks. Most people don't want to be selfish, yet they think and they feel a little guilty. Maybe a lot guilty, going, you know what? I'm being too selfish. Maybe I'm thinking too much about myself. How many of you been through that? Who's dealt with that selfish subject? Who's felt they've been a little bit selfish before, right? Okay. I'm liking the feedback. See, now we're talking. I want some interaction on this one, and I want some sharing. You can't be scared. If you're coming on Jay Talks and I'm not going to charge you anything, the only thing I want it to cost you is a share. That's it. So Jay Talks, I guarantee you're going to get extreme value every time. All I want you to do is just simply share it. That's it. Or tag somebody at least, or be bold enough. If you're going to come here, why would you not put it on your wall and let your friends see what you're checking out? Are you ashamed of what you're watching? Ooh. Are you being selfish? Look at that. Are you being selfish by not sharing? See, there's that little guilty thing. Some of y'all are sitting there right now going, why don't I share? What is it that I like this content? I'm loving what I'm hearing, but how come I don't share it on my wall? Well, you don't want to be offensive. What is it? There's something going on with you when you don't hit that share button. I hit share button all the time. I like something, bam, I'm going to share it. I'm going to send it to somebody. I want somebody else to embrace and enjoy and get away, get into the way of what I'm getting into the way with. Okay. So if you felt that before, I see all these people commenting about they felt selfish before. Let me help you out. I believe that you're thinking of it the wrong way. I believe you're thinking of the selfish subject the wrong way. And it's not your fault. You've been guilted into it. I know what's happening. Everybody around you, think about all the people trying to guilt us all the time. What's up with that? What's the deal with that? People are always trying to guilt us, man. I don't like that. Do you like when people try to make you feel guilty? How many of you like when people try to make you feel guilty? Let's go. Give me some feedback. How many of you like when people try to make you feel guilty? I don't like it. Do you like it? I don't like it. When people try to make me feel guilty. Do you like it when people try to make you feel guilty? I don't like it. Well, guess what? If you don't like it when people try to make you feel guilty, so then why are you always feeling guilty about things, about yourself? If you don't like it when other people make you feel guilty, so why do you sometimes feel guilty about being selfish? Did I tell you this subject's a trip? I don't even know where I'm going with it. I can just hear something and go, okay, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to bring these 25 years worth of experience in, and I'm going to talk to some folks. I think you're having the wrong conversation with yourself. This is great. Okay, Shannon says sometimes the fear of being selfish is just because you are an enabler or codependent and you end up doing too much for everyone else. Woo! Shannon hit a hot button. My goodness. See? That's not being selfish right there. See, Shannon was bold enough to share what's coming in her heart. That's what I want Jay Talks to be about. I want Jay talking with you. Jay Talks, us talking together. I love what Shannon said. The fear of being selfish is just because you're an enabler or codependent and you end up doing too much for everyone else. I love the foundation of that, Shannon. I love it. I love that. Why do I love that? Because I said we're not thinking of the selfish subject the right way. For 97% of the population is just not thinking of the selfish subject the right way. You need to put some more ish on yourself. Ooh. Why don't you put some more ish on yourself? Meaning, why don't you take care of yourself more? That's why I love what Shannon was saying. Take care of yourself more. You see, that starts with stop feeling guilty. Figure out the things that's going on with you that's going to make you complete. How many of us want to feel complete? Look at that. I know people comment now. Put some more ish. Put some ish on it. Put a little bit more ish on yourself. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is what's hitting me. This is what's revolutionary. I'm done feeling guilty. So that's why I love what Shannon said. We don't have to be codependent. We don't have to be enablers. And the reason we feel that way is because we feel guilty. Let's stop that. Let's put some more ish on ourselves. That's all. Like going into 2021, let's take care of ourselves better than we've ever took care of ourselves before. How are we going to help somebody else out? Now, you heard this and you say it. A drowning person is no help to another drowning person. You got to be able to swim. That's that ish. See, you got to be able to swim. Man, this is great. I'm just reading these comments as they're coming in. Look, Brooke said there's a difference between selfishness and self-care. I, I love that. There's a difference between selfishness and self-care. I'm telling you, you got to look at selfishness in an entirely different light. See, if you get you straight and you all of a sudden remove all the guilt out of you. I'm serious about this. How many of you right now been dealing with some guilt? What are you feeling so guilty about? Why is it that I'm telling you, most people feel guilty about stuff. They get pressure from all angles to try to guilt you into stuff. The government tries to guilt us into stuff. Family and friends try to guilt us into stuff. And the next thing you know, we start feeling guilty. And you know what? It's just foul. It's just wrong. And it has to stop. We cannot go into 2021 what we're coming out of 2020 with. Did y'all hear what I just said? We can't go in what we're coming out with. Out of. If we're coming out of something, don't take the stuff that we're coming out of and go take it in. That's not proper. That's not healthy. And that has to stop. So I love it. Now we're going to get into some interaction here. I want y'all to give me some feedback. In the meantime, we got a contest going on for $500. Remember I told you the update? If you go to jnolandcoaching.net. This is so simple. This is so simple. This is going to help you get your ish together. You know, some of y'all need to get your ish together. This will for sure help you get your ish straight so that you know how to deal with the self part. So you got your ish together. My gosh. Go to jnolandcoaching.net. Scroll down to where you see $500 giveaway. We'll give away $500. But what are we doing? This is promotion. This is marketing. This is exposure. People say, why are you giving away $500? Are we giving away for our good looks? You know, we might be looking pretty dapper, but that's not the reason we're giving $500 away. We're giving $500 away because we want to expand the ish. We want more people to get their ish together, and that builds out our brand. Now, I'm telling you right here, right now, I'm building a powerhouse company, and the way I get paid is uplifting, building other people, making them better. That's it. If I don't help people get better, I don't get paid. I'm going to get paid by making sure that people get better in some area of their life. There's 6 pillars. I want them better, and I want you better in all 6. That's just the way it is. And I expect to get paid handsomely for doing a great job. I come here, you guys know, you don't have to guess, you don't have to wonder, am I going to bring some great content? Yes, I am. And I deserve to be compensated, but what I'm doing is I'm going to give away a bunch of stuff for free on the way to compensation. So I'm going to give away $500. You go to jnolandcoaching.net, scroll down to the $500 giveaway. Now, what we're doing is you enter the contest. Now, this is based upon a couple of things that we're promoting. We want people to take advantage of Confidence Base Camp, the training we did this past Saturday. So December the 19th, it rocked the house. We had 15 different countries. We had 44 different USA states in attendance, people from all over the place. It was wonderful. Everybody was fired up. Everybody was wanting to go. Matter of fact, there's people that went to higher levels in a matter of hours. So that's 4 hours worth of content. If I trained you one-on-one, I said this before, it'd be $4,000 minimum, and I probably wouldn't take the time to do it. Now, here's the thing. When I do it in a group setting, as you'll see, those are typically going to be at least $395 while I'm putting value on the event, on the information, and on my time. And I want people to pay attention. The more you make things free, the less people pay attention. So that's why I'm always cautious about the free stuff. So I always feel a little funny, but I stop and I put the value on it through my voice But I know if you don't pay, most of the time you're not going to pay attention. So I'm taking a risk by getting you guys to understand how important this is. And hopefully I've got the right ears listening that will go impact other people and get them turned on. So I'm going to give away a $395 training for free. Let me make sure I got my password when they go over there and get this thing. I need that password. Let me make sure I get that password. All right, now watch. You go over to jnolandcoaching.net. You go down to the $500 giveaway. Now, when you register, you're going to get a point. Now, the more points you get, whoever has the most points wins the $500. Contest runs from yesterday, the 23rd of December, all the way to the 22nd of January. 23rd of December to the 22nd of January. All right, thank you. I got that. I'm going to write that down. You can take that back. All right, check this out. Here we go. Click register. You got to register. Now you're registering for the Confidence Base Camp. How much is going to cost you? No money. If you want to pay, go on and pay. But I'm telling you, you can just put this code in, which is called Max Level, MAXLEVEL, Max, like maximum, Max Level, and that'll get you a free base camp. But anyway, here's the key. When you register, you click register for the base camp. Go to register for the event, okay? Once you get registered, you put the max level code in, you or anybody you know. And anybody you know can help you get more points. So you're going to get 5 points once you went ahead and finished your registration. Now, attend the event. So you're going to be sent instructions on how to get access to the event. The event is setting on the platform. It's been professionally recorded, Hollywood style, by the way. It's professionally recorded. It's setting there on the platform. You can go watch it right now. When we're done with Jay Talks, if I were you, I wouldn't be messing around. I'd go get myself better. I wouldn't get distracted by all the distractions going on in the world right now. All these people getting distracted, and they're going to end up going further and further in debt. They're going to get worse off. Their selfish is going to be messed up. They really get selfish. Let me tell you why. Because when you have low self-esteem, when you're shy, when you literally are feeling down and out, you are in a 3D selfish state. Because now you put it all on yourself. And when you are depressed and down and out and stressed out, how many people can you help? You can't. That's why we got to get your ish straight. All right. Once you go through the event, now watch. You can't just cheat this. You got to go through the sections. You will not see a secret code until you finish the second part of the event. A secret code will pop up. You take that code, you enter it in, you get 100 points. You're going to get 100 points. So you notice you got 1 point for just entering the contest, 5 points for registering for the event, the Confidence Base Camp event. You go through it, you get 100 points. Now, you invite a friend. So you share it. That's where you become selfless. And then you share it, help some other people get more confidence, get more self-esteem, help them. You're going to be able to help save some people from killing themselves. That's how strongly I believe in this. I've been doing this kind of training for 25 years. And now it's at a crescendo where it's getting top peak powerhouse. And I've watched people over the years come to me one after the next saying, you know what? I was going to kill myself. I was going to commit suicide until I went through your trainings. It made me feel better. I got my confidence together. This is critical. You can save a life by just sharing this event, especially when I break down the master key in the event. I break it down. I show you the master key, show you how to deal with your subconscious mind, which hardly any person walking on earth knows how to do. All right. So when your friend, anybody, so the more friends and family you get to go to the base camp, when they go through and they put that code in, you have a link that you can share with people to go register. When they go finish the event, you get 200 points every time one of your friends or family finishes the event. That's being selfless. but then you're getting a payback because you're getting your ish straight. So now your ish is straight, so you get a payback. This is wonderful. I love it. On top of it, we've thrown some more fire on the point pool here. If you get the foundation, confidence tones, which, by the way, how do I put this, man? Everybody needs to get on the tones. I'm watching myself go to higher heights like never before. I'm mentally and emotionally just going, it's crazy how much more solid I feel. And man, I've been a strong personal growth coach for years, but I'm telling you, this is taking me to incredible heights. Come on. And I'm hearing feedback from other people. So if you go to confidencetones.com and you get yourself confidence tones, now I'm recommending you do the foundation first. Then when you order the confidence tones, you take your order number. You give it an order number. If you don't know where it's at, you got sent an email that gave you an order number. Take that order number and go put that register into the contest link. You get 100 points. If you get the 6-pillar confidence tones master pack, this is Richter scale time. So now you go through your foundation. Once you get your foundation, it takes you 21 days. But during those 21 days, I say mix in some foundations. I say mix in the 6 pillars. So while you're going through the foundation, man, the 6 pillars incredible. Let me explain to you what's in the 6 pillar. If you're over on pillar, there you go, right there. And it's only $279. Once we sell these separately, it costs $1,782 to buy all 6 of these pillars. Right now, you can get them as a pack and save a gang of money. You see that? So now, in that physical, leave that up there. In that physical, you got 4 different powerhouse sound frequency tones with binaural technology, our audio immersion technology, which makes us different than anybody else in the market. So now we've got pain relief support, blood pressure support, weight loss support, and exercise motivation. In the mental, so that's the physical. Let me go across the screen here. In the social, all right, I got my notes right here. In the social, you got the attraction support. You want to be more attractive? Listen. So while you're going through the foundation, sometime during that day, you say, look, you know what? I'm going to throw the attraction support on. Or you got the happiness support. So while you're going through all this stuff with dealing with getting yourself straight from your foundation, I want a little happiness boost. Love support. You want to get more love in your life and be able to have a balanced love in your life? Well, get that love support. All right, here's a big one for social. Libido support. That's body stimulation. We had to name that tantalizing. So many people that have heard about it, when we were doing the test on it, let me tell you what people were saying. We were doing the test. People said, man, this make me feel like seduction. I said, that word there is a little bit risque. I don't know if we want to say seduction, but you're probably going to feel that seduction feeling. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that. So we call it tantalizing. All right with y'all? But that's libido support. If you got people that are taking all kind of crazy pills and stuff for that stuff, guess what? Tell them to at least try this out. What if you could get it on more than you've ever got it on before, and you don't have to take no pills? Can you imagine that? Can y'all imagine if you got the greatest sex drive in the history of the world and all you did was put on some headphones? Can you imagine? It would be on and popping. I believe it's going to be on and popping. I can't wait till we get these testimonials. All right, what's the next pillar? Spiritual pillar, man. How many people don't want to have a higher spiritual life? Well, we've got 4 different formulas there. We have a creator connection. We have a peace tone. We have an awakening to get you spiritually awakened, and a deep meditation to where, like, if you're praying, this is what I love about these tones. Like, for those of you that read scripture, I'm listening to the tones and I'm reading the scriptures, and it's taking my spiritual level to an entirely different atmosphere. So check it out. Go Put your headphones on, pick up your scriptures or whatever you're into. There's some people into Reiki, some people into Buddhism. So I don't care what you're into. Whatever your spiritual thing is, put the spiritual set on and then start reading some of the material and watch it jump off the page like never before. All right, let's get back over to those tones. What we got next? Mental. This is going to be a big one. How many people need some help with this? Well, mental, we got focus support because people have a lot of trouble focusing. Memory support. How many people you hear say, I forgot? Well, guess what? Get the technology. We're getting ready to load the site up with a bunch of the science behind this. Is going to trip people out, by the way. This is all science-backed. Positivity support. Intelligence support. I mean, if you want to help people get, I know we've all met some people, we go, they ain't quite got it together. Stick some headphones on them and press intelligence support, and let's see what happens. Let's get over to emotional. Well, what about anxiety relief support? What about stress relief support? What about fear elimination support? What about trauma detox support? There's a lot of people been through some crazy traumatic things. Crazy. All right, what's our last one over? That last pillar, financial. So I wanted to put that one last because if you get all these other ones straight, I believe the financial will just fall into place. Here we go. Financial, abundance tones, flow and peak performance tones, creativity tones, and motivation tones. That all comes, all 24 of those tracks come in there. It would cost you $1,700. You're going to see it, $1,782 to get them separate. All science-backed. It's all got science-backed. 100% guaranteed, 30 days. Check them out. You don't like it, we ain't even going to ask you any questions, give you your money back. But if you understand what you should have, what you deserve in this life, and if you feel like there's a missing link, you need to get on the tones. Well, when you buy that pack, you take your order number, you go back to your contest registration screen, and you put that order number in, you get 200 more points. 200 points. So whoever has the most points between the 23rd of December and January the 22nd, $500 Visa gift card. That means just cash you can spend any way you want. I don't care how you spend it. Enjoy it. Now, back to the subject, and we'll wrap this thing up. How many of y'all like this Jay Talks? I think people appreciate me explaining more about the confidence tones, the master 6-pillar confidence tones. The master pack is just crazy, and you can only buy it as a master pack right now. That's it. Okay, now you want to give somebody a great gift? We had somebody today say, I got to have that gift for my wife. And they grabbed that gift for their wife. That happened today. And they said, my wife, the doctor said she's got to get in a state to where she can't be as stressed out as she's been. And we explained to them the tones. We said, we believe these can help. Boom, got the tones. All right, now, back to the ish. What y'all think about that? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any feedback? Anybody got anything that's on their brain? Huh? What you got? Because, and let me get back through these comments here. I see people liking they were liking it. More people need some ish on themselves. I like it. Here goes one. How much can you focus on yourself before it is considered actual selfishness? You see, the beautiful part, I love that question, is this. Once you conquer yourself, you naturally become selfless. Isn't that amazing? See, until you conquer yourself, you are the epitome of selfish because it's always having to work on you all the time. Once you conquer yourself, now all you're doing is maintaining. That's why I like the tone so much. You keep your frequencies right. Do you know why people are off base? Because they're out of frequency. So it's a great question. Conquer yourself and then watch the natural state. The natural you will just be who the world was waiting for. There's so many people out there. that you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe how many people they have to have it come from you or they won't get it. That's how crazy this is. You've been assigned to help certain people. And that's why the enemy's always trying to do stuff to get you distracted so that you don't go help the people that you were assigned to. That's my belief. You are assigned, and if you don't go get to those people, you will not have fulfilled your purpose. You will have people say, I didn't get this until you told me. That's how powerful this is. So I appreciate it. I love this question. Sherry said, how long does it take? How long does it normally take to conquer yourself? What a great question. Now, I've seen people do it with a decision, Sherry. I've seen people literally do it with a decision. Now, that's very, very few people. Very few. I'll disclaim that. There's just very, very few people that will do it with just a decision. Now, let me tell you what helps. It's two different extremes here, Sherry. You got the extreme of the person that's been through so much hell and trauma that when they hear something that's juicy and ripe and great, they grab it, they hold on to it, and they completely let go of all the nonsense immediately because they hate it. They were so dissatisfied and so distraught from what they've been through that once something so real came into their life, they grabbed it and they didn't turn back. Then you got the other extreme of a person who was raised up with great, confident parents and was surrounded by positive reinforcement. And they've got their basic life issues. They've never been taught the power of the master key and how important the subconscious mind is. And so they got some stuff to work on, but then they see it, and because they're used to great support, they receive it and they're gone. Those are your two extremes. Now, most people fit in between, and they got to work through a process. So there's no definite time to be able to say, on average, it takes a person this, because on this subject, really, it's all over the board. Because it really depends on how much that person's been through and their dissatisfaction meter. As opposed to somebody, I should say not as opposed, and that person who hasn't been through a lot has had a lot of great surrounding support. The thing that you got to do is you got to ask yourself, Sherry, this question. How long is it going to take you to conquer yourself? That's the question you got to ask yourself. And see, for me, I wanted it done ASAP. Now, what's going to help you? As soon as you ask yourself, how long is that going to take? Then you say, well, what do I need to conquer myself? That should be your question. What do I need to conquer myself? You're going to need the tools. That's why when you come into this professional environment of personal growth, of life confidence, conquer yourself coaching, you got a shortcut to get there. Now, you can take my coaching, my words, and it's going to help reinforce everything dramatically. You want to accelerate that, then you put those headphones on. And I mean this. You put the headphones on and you get the tones and get your vibration in your mind with your subconscious mind correct. Great question. Let me see here. Here we go. Travis said, I think people are more likely to let you help them if they see you take care of yourself. 1,000,000%. Yeah, 1,000,000%. You can't have somebody come up to you looking like Hule Durrell, looking like Andy Goo Goo Gump, talking about they're going to help you. And you looking at them and they look like a Rooker team mess. No, that ain't going to work. So people are really watching you and your aura and how you got together. And I'm telling you, when you've got the subconscious vibration mind together, it's going to emanate to other people because everybody walking around is a transmitting and receiving station. Read Think and Grow Rich, the chapter on the brain. Everybody needs to stop. Go read the chapter on the brain and Think and Grow Rich. Once you read the chapter on the brain, you're going to haul ass and go get you some tones. That's what you'll do. You're going to haul ass. You're going to be like, okay, Napoleon Hill spent 25 years studying successful people, unsuccessful people. After 25 years, he came down with these key things. Read the section on the brain, and then you're going to say, man, I can shortcut Think and Grow Rich, Law of Success, if I put those headsets on. Those headsets on. Huge. I love it. All right. Love you guys. It's been a great show. Hopefully this helped. Y'all give me some comments. Y'all give me some love. Y'all give me some likes. Y'all give me some shares. Y'all give me some feedback. If this helped you, show me some love. I gave you my heart, my soul tonight. We were talking. We were having a great time. You know what? Just continue to rise. Oh, by the way, before I go, ladies, let's put up that special thing for the ladies. My wife designed this. It has some of my quotes in it, and it's called I Put It in Writing. It's an inspirational journal for you to track your success, track your growth, write down your guts in this journal. You might need 2 or 3. You want to talk about a great gift? You can go to Amazon and you can grab this right now. If you go type in, I Put It in Writing Journal, Jay Noland, you'll see it on Amazon. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And here's what's beautiful about this book. There's an energy transfer on the book, in the journal, where I've literally put my energy into the journal to give you the greatest of greatest energy for you to become the best you. I don't believe there's any journal like it on earth because it doesn't have the frequency in that journal, like the frequency we put on that journal, the love and the care and the right vibration on the journal. So everybody go over, if you got ladies, every lady you know, why don't you do this? It's about $10 to get one of those. Why don't you say, I'm going to help 10 ladies out by giving them a journal, and then I'm going to get them plugged in. Go to jnolandcoaching.net. Check out the Women's Empowerment Week. So why don't you give 10 different ladies a journal, have them watch the Women's Empowerment Week. We're going to do another one soon, something similar to it. And then we're actually going to get a circle put together where all the women can come in and be able to utilize the principles I'm teaching to create the most empowerment women movement in the history of the world. Do y'all love that, ladies? Huh? Get the book, get the journal. That's what you got to do. Anything else we need to go over here? Is there anything else we didn't show? I think we did, right? Beautiful. And I got a book out, 365 Quotes to Make You Better. And I got another one coming out, especially geared to the women. Y'all going to love this. This ain't just a journal. This is powerhouse, unbelievable. When you ladies see this, I'm telling you, this is an empowerment tool like never before. All right. Jay Talks has come. Jay Talks is going. I want you to have a blessed evening. Keep getting yourself to the next level by making those steps. Love you guys. See you soon.